Hey guys, I'm Lee Pitts, professional crappie guide here on Weiss Lake in northeast Alabama. Weiss Lake is known for the crappie capital of the world, and we've got the numbers and the size of the fish to prove that true. We're going to show you today a technique that we love in early spring when fish really hadn't got on the wood cover yet, they hadn't got to the backs of these coves, and it's called long line trolling. I'm going to show you a little bit of the equipment that I like to use for this long line trolling, including the bait. One of the key things that I use is the Bobby Garland products. This is a Bobby Garland Moglo head, and also with a slab slayer on the back of it. What we're doing, we're pulling these baits and we're trying to intercept these fish as they're moving towards the backs of the creeks. They're moving to the wood cover, but they're just not there yet. They're holding out there suspending, and they're just chasing bait, and they're feeding up before they come in for the spring to do their thing. I like to use a high-vis line. This is a gamma line here. It's a 6-pound test. 6 to 8 pound is what I'm gonna pull with, and what we're doing, we're getting these baits about 15 to 20 yards behind the boat, and we're trying to control our depths that we're getting the baits to with our speeds. Speed's the key. Once you find out the speed that these fish are wanting this bait, that's when you can really put a hurting on them. What I do, another thing that helps me, I use a loop knot. This is a very simple knot. It's not a real strong knot, but most of your power and most of your shock is absorbed in this rod. I like anywhere from an 8, 10, 12 foot rod when I'm pulling. This allows me to get the baits on out past the boat where I don't have any disturbance from the trolling motor. Another thing is, play with your speeds a little bit. When you're watching your electronics and you see those fish on your graph, use those speeds to move it up and down just like you were jigging it manually. You use that trolling motor, cut your speeds down, kick them back up, and what that does, that helps these baits do a little something different, and that's going to increase your catch. So if you're out there and you're pulling these Bobby Garland baits here, and you're catching a lot of fish, play around with it a little bit, and I think you'll find out the more you get used to this technique, and the more you try it, and the more you kind of learn how the fish are wanting it, it's going to increase your catch.